feel like ChatGPT just doesn't get you? I used to get generic one-size-fits-all answers from ChatGPT. That was until I found out about this ChatGPT memory feature that most people overlook. Today I'm going to share with you how to get dramatically better answers from ChatGPT. You can get your answers way more personalized for you if you just let ChatGPT know more about yourself so it knows how to answer your questions appropriately. No more generic advice. I'll show you exactly how to make ChatGPT understand your needs, your working style, and your goals with these 4 simple prompts. It is so easy to implement and will save you so much time. So let's dive right in. But firstly, what is the memory function on ChatGPT? You can think of it like having a coach who really knows you, rather than just getting advice from a random stranger off the street. So let me show you how it works. ChatGPT can remember details in 2 ways. So the first way is that it can naturally pick up important details from your conversations. Secondly, you can explicitly tell it to remember something. Everything is stored in your settings. So if you go to personalization, you can see the memory section here, and you can manage your memories here. You can turn off memories at any time by just switching this switch here. You can review, edit, or delete any memories if you want. So you see here it has a selection for you to delete, or you can clear all of ChatGPT's memory. You can also create private conversations by using a temporary chat. So this won't create memories as you're speaking to ChatGPT. So if you want to add a memory, you can. If you want to delete one, you can. You can manage it however you want. As at the time of recording, it is working with the 4.0 model, but I imagine in the future this will expand to other models. Now, obviously, you don't want ChatGPT to remember every single detail about you, and certainly only some details are going to be relevant for what you're doing every single day. So it's important to make sure that ChatGPT has the right memories of you and the right context. I've created some helpful prompts to set up memories to get you the best results. Actually, I've deleted all the memory off my ChatGPT, so we're working off a clean slate for this one. Let me show you what typically happens when you ask ChatGPT for advice. Basically, ChatGPT and I are strangers again. So here's a normal productivity question. How can I be more productive? And now you can see this kind of generic response that ChatGPT will show up. So none of this is personalized to me. You can see there's plan and prioritize, manage your time effectively, reduce distractions, etc., etc. It's a fairly generic response, which could be meant for anyone. But you're not just anyone. You've got specific needs, challenges, and ways of working. So let's fix this. Let's start with some of these prompts that I find really helpful. Prompt number 1, initial context. So here's the first prompt that I use. Act as a professional coach focused on personal and professional development. Throughout our conversation, I want you to learn about my background, strengths, and challenges so you can provide tailored advice for improving my work and life. Let's have a conversation where you ask me a series of questions about my background, strengths, and aspirations so you can provide more tailored guidance for me. Watch what happens when I use this. You can see already it's updated the memory here, and it's asking me a series of questions to try and get a sense of who I am. I'm going to answer some of them. You can go through and answer all these questions. After this first prompt, once you input all the information, ChatGPT has a good sense for who you are. Prompt number 2, goal clarification. So the second prompt builds on the foundations of the first prompt. Here it is. Help me clarify my goals. Ask questions about my strengths, weaknesses, and preferences. Then suggest a realistic improvement plan. So you can see you get a list of questions looking at your strengths, weaknesses, challenges, defining your preferences, motivation, and then based on the answers, it'll actually suggest an improvement plan. So let me fill these out and then we can look at what the improvement plan suggests. Once I put in my strengths, weaknesses, and preferences, you see here that ChatGPT is actually able to give you specific areas to focus on to improve yourself. So for example, as your core strengths and how to leverage them, I put a strong communicator and public speaker, so it says focus on video content, which is perfect for what we're doing here. For example, weakness, I put time management, it said introduce structured time blocking and accountability systems. So very good to have actual productivity tips that are focused towards me. It even goes and gives actual specific tools you can use as well. So very helpful when you're trying to get set up on ChatGPT with the memory. Third prompt, skills gap analysis. So this one is particularly powerful. It helps you identify any skills gaps or learning opportunities that there may be for you. So here's the prompt. Based on my professional and personal interests, can you list any skills gaps or learning opportunities I might explore? Feel free to ask follow-up questions if you need more detail. So you can see here already, ChatGPT already has a bit more information about me based on the previous answers. It can see that I'm interested in transitioning to B2B consulting, and it suggests that business growth and monetization could be an area of opportunity for me. Another area it's identifying is content creation and growth, but could I speed it up? Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this. It also gives a cool summary at the end, which is where you should focus. Like, have a look through them, see which one resonates the best, and then you can basically re-prompt ChatGPT to see if you want to prioritize it based on effort versus impact or any other way. So the final prompt is a personal profile. Basically, let's pull everything together. We've given ChatGPT a lot of information at this point, but let's see if there's any other information it might need to help build this profile, and then we can go on and get really tailored advice to ourselves. So here's the final prompt. Identify any missing information that would help you guide me more effectively. Which additional details should I provide? So rather than trying to guess what other information ChatGPT needs, it's now telling me what it wants to see in order to help guide me better. So you can see here for my specific case, it's asking about my content goals and strategy, monetization and business model, time management, productivity. So by providing the details to these questions, It also gives ChatGPT that final piece of the puzzle to give really tailored advice to what I'm using it for. Okay, so now that we've given ChatGPT a lot more information about ourselves, let's go back to the initial prompt and see if it makes much of a difference. How can I be more productive? So you can already see within the first few lines of this prompt that it's become way more specific to my use case. You even see here, it's telling me to use ChatGPT and Notion AI to rank my tasks based on effort versus impact. So it's nice of ChatGPT to advertise itself in this prompt, but still, you can see that it has a better sense of what I do and what I want to achieve. And even at the end, it has a final summary of your productivity game plan. Do you notice how much more targeted and relevant the advice is to me? It's specifically tailored to my working style, my goals, my challenges, and my preferences, and everything that I've given ChatGPT earlier on. So let me share 4 final tips to help make ChatGPT's memory function work really hard for you. Number 1, be really specific in the answers to these questions. Tip number 2, update your profile as things change in your life or in your business. Number 3, reference back to your profile in future conversations. And tip number 4, if you don't want to type everything out, you can always use ChatGPT's voice mode. This allows you to have more of a conversation with ChatGPT and might feel more natural to people. For anyone who likes going out on walks, this is a really easy way to just have a conversation and update your profile as you go. So if you found this video helpful, please check out my website where you can find my ultimate prompt toolkit, which will help you with various prompts across work, life, and just generally get more productive in your life. These prompts are designed to help you work smarter and not harder. Whether it's brainstorming, drafting emails, or just trying to get a control over your personal life, this is a really helpful toolkit. You can check out the prompt sheet on my website, www.aiproductivitycoach.com, which is also linked in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.